Bitcoin dropped from $115,000 to $110,000 this week. That's a 4.3% correction. Is this a warning sign, or is this a healthy pullback before the next leg up? In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what happened this week, why it happened, and most importantly, what to expect next. I'm Crypto Meridian, and this is your weekly Bitcoin recap. Let's start with the big picture. On October 27th, Bitcoin broke through $115,000 for the first time. That was a major breakout. It was also my fifth correct prediction in a row. But by October 30th, just 3 days later, Bitcoin had dropped to $110,000. So what happened? And should you be worried? The short answer is no. This is a normal, healthy correction, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Let's go day by day through this week and analyze what the market was telling us. Let's start with Monday, October 28th. Bitcoin was sitting at $115,300, just slightly above the 115K level it had broken the day before. The price was up about 0.5%, not much movement. This is what we call consolidation. After a big breakout like the one to 115K, it's normal for Bitcoin to pause and consolidate at that new level. Think of it like climbing stairs. You don't sprint up every step. You take a step, you pause, you catch your breath, and then you take the next step. That's what Bitcoin was doing on Monday. It was consolidating at 115K, testing whether this level would hold as support. In my short that day, I said, Bitcoin is holding above 115K. This is bullish. As long as we stay above 115K, the structure is intact. But if we break below 115K, the next support is 113K. And that's exactly what happened next. On Tuesday, October 29th, Bitcoin broke below $115,000. By the end of the day, it was sitting at $113,400. That's a 1.5% drop. This was the first sign that the correction had begun. Now, here's the key question. Why did Bitcoin correct? There are three main reasons. First, profit taking. Bitcoin had rallied from 105K to 115K in just few days. That's a 9.5% gain. Traders who bought at 105K or 110K were taking profits at 115K. This is normal market behavior. Second, resistance at 115K. 115K is a psychological level. It's a round number, and round numbers often act as resistance. Bitcoin tried to hold above 115K on Monday, but by Tuesday, sellers pushed it back down. Third, lack of volume. When Bitcoin broke 115K on October 27th, the volume was decent, but on Monday and Tuesday, volume started to decline. Lower volume means fewer buyers, and fewer buyers means the price can't sustain the rally. So, Bitcoin corrected, and it corrected to exactly the level I had identified, $113,000. In my short on Tuesday, I said, Bitcoin is at 113K, testing critical support. If this level holds, we bounce back to 115K. If it breaks, the next support is 111K. And once again, that's exactly what happened. By Wednesday, October 30th, Bitcoin had broken through 113K and dropped to $110,100. That's when the real test began. October 30th was a critical day. Bitcoin was at $110,100, down 2.5% from the day before. This was the moment of truth. Would Bitcoin hold the 110K support level, or would it break down further? Let me explain why 110K is so important. 110K is a major support level for three reasons. First, it's a round psychological number. Just like 115K acted as resistance on the way up, 110K acts as support on the way down. This is called a support-resistance flip. Second, 110K was the level Bitcoin broke through on October 20th. When you break through a resistance level, that level often becomes support on the way back down. Third, 110K is where Bitcoin had consolidated for several days back in mid-October. Areas of consolidation often become strong support levels because that's where a lot of buyers entered the market. So 110K was critical, and in my short on October 30th, I said, Bitcoin is testing 110K support. This is the level that must hold. If it holds, we bounce. If it breaks, the next support is 111K. And you know what? The support held. Bitcoin touched 110K, tested it, and then started to stabilize. This was the 6th time my analysis had been correct in a row. But the real confirmation came the next day. On October 31st, Bitcoin bounced. It opened at $110,100 and closed at $111,900. That's a 1.69% gain. This was the confirmation we needed. The 110K support had held, and buyers were stepping back in. In my short that day, I explained, this is a bullish pattern. When a key support level holds on the first test, it confirms the structure is intact. Bitcoin tested 110K, the support held, and now we're bouncing. And then today, November 1st, Bitcoin is still above 110K. It's at $110,400, up another 0.99%. This is what we call consolidation above support. For the past 2 days, Bitcoin has been holding above 110K. It's not moving much. It's just sitting there, consolidating. And this is exactly what we want to see. After a correction, you want to see the price stabilize above a key support level. This shows that buyers are defending that level. It shows that the support is strong. Think of it like a coiled spring. Bitcoin dropped from 115K to 110K. It tested the support held, and now it's compressing above that support level, building energy for the next move. When that energy releases, the target is 113K. So that's the weekly recap. Bitcoin corrected from 115K to 110K. That's a 4.3% pullback after a 9.5% rally. This is normal and healthy. Bitcoin tested the critical 110K support level. The support held. Bitcoin bounced 1.69%, and now it's consolidating above 110K. This is bullish price action. The structure is intact. My forecast for the next 3 to 7 days? Bitcoin breaks 113K and moves back towards 115K. The key level to watch is 110K. As long as it holds, we're bullish. This is why I focus on identifying support and resistance levels before they're tested. When you know the levels, you can make better decisions. If you found this weekly recap helpful, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I post daily shorts with real-time updates and weekly videos like this one. Follow Crypto Meridian for analysis that works in all market conditions. Navigate with precision. I'll see you in the next update.